For a priest, there are ancient rites for every stage of life, words meant to comfort the grieving and protect the innocent. But what happens when you perform one of those rites, and a voice answers back from the other side, speaking a language that has been dead for centuries? For a man we'll call Father Dmitri, a Russian Orthodox priest in 1970s New Jersey, that question was about to become terrifyingly real. He was summoned by his bishop to a remote monastery with an urgent, grim task. When he arrived, the air was thick with incense and fear. His first move was to find the senior monk, who explained the situation as he led Father Dmitri through the stone halls. The girl, 17-year-old Elena, had been taken in by her adoptive family of wandering occultists after their rituals failed to free her from a violent entity. As they reached the sanctuary, Dmitri could already hear her laughing, spitting, and fighting against restraints. He raised his cross, took a deep breath, and stepped inside to begin the rite of exorcism. He knew this wasn't just a troubled girl. The family had described how the caravan they lived in would violently shake, lifting off the ground and slamming back down. Their own attempts at cleansing her had not only failed, but seemed to make the entity stronger, forcing them to desperately seek help from a faith they didn't follow. They had unleashed something they couldn't control. Now, as the priest's prayers filled the sanctuary, the entity showed them all just how powerless they truly were. The heavy wooden pews in the church began to rattle. Then, one by one, they started to slide, carving grooves into the stone floor before levitating inches into the air. Elena's head snapped back, her mouth contorted, stretching open wider than any human jaw should allow. And a voice, deep and guttural, boomed from within her, speaking in a dead Slavonic language, a tongue known only from the church's most ancient manuscripts. It roared,
"Leave me alone. I am happy with her."
We investigate true stories that defy explanation. If that's what you seek, like and subscribe. Weeks later, Elena woke up in a hospital, remembering nothing of the last year and a half. Her very last memory was this: sitting in her family's trailer, watching a black cloud flow from the mouth of her sleeping husband right before it rushed at her.